like you said, compersion is a process just like jealousy is a process. You're not jealous all the time. If you were jealous all the time, you'd never get anything done. Compersion is a process too. So compersion is the release of that feeling that you were controlling or have a right to somebody else's bliss. Instead, you celebrate their bliss, even if it's disconnected from your own experience. Am I close?
Yes,
was that pretty
absolutely.
Good? Okay. And please add. I love compersion.
No, when you got to the celebration part, I was just making sure because you become happy that someone's finding love and affection and sense in another place. So that's what we're doing.
And you're happy for them.
Yeah, you're happy for them because you know you've lost nothing, because you know you didn't own them in the first place.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you for addressing any gaps that may have been there in the communication. So, does anyone else have a question they'd like to speak into the space? This can be
Thank you, sis. My name is Malik Nafru, and I do a lot of work in the community. I'm often known as an artist, but I want to kind of talk about the mitochondrial trail of violence that creates the distance in relationships overall. When we talk about sex in African American culture, it is a scary thing in a sense, because many times our girls and even young men have been defiled in that sense, and a lot of it came out of not too much of the family. It first was injected upon the family, whether if it's being forced to do something in front of a group of people you've never seen before, something you never thought you'd ever do, and that being bled into the mitochondrial trail. I call it the mitochondrial trail, the DNA trail of behaviors that then becomes enacted in us as we begin to come together and build families.
Thank you. Wow, that's a beautiful place to start a conversation about the fact that we live in a society and we're just scientifically really realizing that everything that's happened to our grandparents is living alive in us. And so for all people, I start to say for people of African descent, but for all people, we have to begin to say, how is that informing me? So first of all, there's a way that we can stop and think about what we're thinking about to say, is that my original thought, or where did that thought come from? This desire that I have, where does that come from? This offensive, a behavior that I think is offensive, where does that come from? So it's a collective awakening point when we begin to actually tell the truth that we have a lineage that is enforcing and informing us that if we are not paying tribute to our ancestors or even thinking about them, that they could be running our lives without us even knowing it. Where our depressions come from, where our taste buds come from, all of that. And especially when you begin to look at when we think about, well, what is our dance with our own sexuality? You might have been, as a child, as soon as you started to touch yourself, because kids naturally do, your hands started to get hit. And so now there's no self-pleasure, and then you expect your partner to give you pleasure. All of that is really real. So for me, I just saw something on Facebook that was talking about black men being raped as slaves, as well as the black women, which oh man, did I see that? It's so big. So I want to talk just for a moment to start wherever we are, each of us individually. Where are you in terms of your own sexuality and your own shame, because we're talking about eradicating shame right now, to move the I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't want this is nasty, wherever you start with that, then you can add that other layer. And is this an ancestral illness, or was something created in this lifetime for me? Because if you can't find an experience in this lifetime, you can go back and for sure know you're being informed.
Oh, shit.
So that's huge. But if each one of us starts where we are, what is going on in our sexual relationships? And if nothing's going on, start there. If you want something to be going on, and ask yourself, where am I getting this information? Where is it coming from? How do my experiences inform where I think I'm stuck, or where I think I'm expanding, where I think I'm blossoming?
Thank you. Could one of you directly address how that gets passed down through the generations?
It's through the DNA. It's actually, they're saying it now, it's through the DNA. And whatever was going on with the mother when you were in the womb, all of that, was she having sexual activity or was she not? When you were first born, did they have sex with you in the room or did they not? I mean, all of that. So it's on every level. And there's some schools of thought that says that the 85% of the problems, emotional, physical problems we're having right now is coming from the astral realm, which means that the ancestors are still alive in the out-of-the-body form, pushing us around or pulling us or trying to live through us. So it's a very important concept to get the lineage and to wake up to, if you're always depressed, if you love beef and you're not supposed to, that eating dead is dead, drinking, all of that, where is all that desire coming from?
And I think that we're mirrors. We, in this point in time, are mirrors. So we have all of that that's coming to us through our mitochondria, through these experiences, through our ancestors, and we're teaching it. We're passing it forward to our children, to our youth, to people around us. And so it's just stepping into the conscious awareness that you are at choice. You're at choice. So you have all of these feelings. Why do I feel this? Why am I attracted to this? Who am I? What about this pain? Whether it's from you or from the past, what are you going to do about it? How do we stop, look at ourselves, hold ourselves, heal ourselves, recognize what we want to create, and then bring something different into the world? And so, for me, in the now, there's an element of healing shame that is very much about conscious choice. We cannot undo what has happened. I certainly can't go back to my grandmother's rape at 10 years old and heal that trauma. That's still in me because of what was passed down from her to my mother and then from my mother to me. A lot of times encapsulated in a lot of fear or a lot of anger or a lot of rules that say should, shouldn't, right, wrong, good, bad. But what I can control is, okay, here I am now in this body, this age, this color, this town, this ethnicity, this history, and what do I want to create going forward? And then look for the resources and the tools. I noticed that Marnika was really wanting to have resources available on the documents that you have. Use those resources. Have the conversations. How do I change in the now so that what gets played out forward is different? I love being in this space, and also some of the art reminds me of places I can go shift pain to joy. And so just remembering that we are a mirror moment.
I also, I'm very practical. And things come down. Your grandmother's right, so she tells you to make sure you are dressed from your ankles to your neck, and that goes to your mom. Your mom teaches you cross your legs whenever you're in church. All these kinds of things. That comes down. But I also believe, because all these wonderful women have really done a good job of explaining that, I think once we start to heal ourselves, we start to heal our children.
And the ancestors.
Okay. An example, I was with a young woman today at another event, and she's on the way to college. And I'm like, okay, and she's a virgin. I'm like, college is the place where all that good experimentation starts happening. She's like, oh no, you can't. So I was like, okay, here's the real dope. It's probably going to happen. Make sure you are prepared. Make sure you have condoms. Because not everybody carries them. Just the straight dope. And I believe that's important. Because she's really worried about her career ending if she gets pregnant. So she's in a place of fear around sex and not joy around sex. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And there's also, because she's a large woman, there's also a lot of body shame about letting somebody enjoy her body. So I think it's important to teach our youth that sex is not bad, but you have to be responsible and you have to be prepared. And instead of telling our children that the baby Jesus Christ whenever we get naked, explain to them. Our grandmothers and grandfathers told us that to protect us. What they were actually telling us is no one is going to be inside your sacred space. That's why you wait. You don't wait because, people aren't happy when you enjoy yourself. There are really practical reasons to the things our grandmothers said to us. So, to answer your question, because I immediately thought about the youth. If you feel like you have to talk to people, talk to your nieces and nephews and your children, and be really honest with them about your own experiences. And let them know they're not bad or nasty or promiscuous for doing what the body is designed to do. And I was telling her, those hormones are strong. They're stronger than any religion you practice. They're stronger than any morality you learned. I remember as a little girl praying that I will never masturbate again because I didn't want to go to hell. And yet somehow I was always masturbating. So it felt great and it was free. And that's what I said. It's free. You don't have to pay about it. You have to, it's not like the $20 for a movie. We can stay home and have sex.
There's your ad. Masturbation. Feels good and it's free.
It feels good. It's free. And also I think there's just a lot of practicality we need to talk to our children about, particularly in 2017. They're going to do it. We need to arm them. Did I even answer your question, everyone? I didn't answer your question.
There's no answer to that question.
Sorry about that. I love you.
Thank you. So what I wanted to speak to for a moment is the way in which the Black body is broken down in our experience of trauma, being ripped from the Ma'afa experience and landing in this place. In 2017, we've spent most of our history here in chains, and we still are policed. Our bodies are not seen as our own. And so it's a struggle oftentimes to recognize the Black spirit in the context of that kind of violence, the perpetual oppression. And so I think it's really important for us to acknowledge the way that Black spirit represents resilience and perseverance. There's a great love that I have for young people, especially in difficult situations, from various cultural references, like Anne Frank, who knew that death was coming, whose body was representative of something that was perceived as pathological and ill, and decided that isn't the truth. for us, every day, hearing about the way that those who have sworn to protect, to uphold the law, are treating us like